Okay, so no introductions today because but still like, comment, share, subscribe, follow my Twitter, Instagram, all that good stuff. Just in case you bad any apps, the channel, like Linktree and all that. Anyways, no introduction because actually first time since literally my junior senior, I think I was 6 or 7 or 8, one of those 3 years of high school back in the day. I'm doing light, very light intermediate, literally noob versions of IRL kickboxing classes, which I haven't done since I was literally like 17, 18 years old, and the dude in almost his mid-30s next year, in like 3.5 months from now. I don't know if that's good for my health. Hopefully it is. So, yeah, that's why I'm doing this video pretty fucking quick. So let's begin. Playing some Bayonetta music in the background. So there is. So it says, today's physical release of Bayonetta for Switch has been delayed in Europe. The Nintendo Store exclusive release. This release is now targeting for the first half of October. There's that, and then a little bit of Ed Sheeran news. Is he going to be? He actually did this in music video for freaking Pokemon Scarlet promotion, which I'm gonna be saying a crap ton. I'm trying to keep my voice down because the roommate's sleeping in the back. This comes from Time Ivan from Video Games Chronicles. I haven't read that for a long time, man. I know it is old school Sega music like that. Chef's kiss, man. I don't know if Platinum Studios are the one that made it. I have no idea. Anyways, let's get started. This is the main meat and potatoes I want to talk about. And starting this month all the way to December, I was Mondays and Fridays only the only times, literally only times I'm going to be doing videos. It used to be Saturday, Sunday, and now it's going to be Mondays and Fridays only. So I love that. Put more time into trying to do more videos on Brighteon, Odyssey, especially my GitHub. I haven't done nothing on GitHub for like 3 months, and I made it come a while ago. This is originally scheduled to be released today, which was yesterday because this old news now, but I still want to talk about it. It is now planned for the release of the first month and a half. Next month and a half. So it says we are now aiming to release physical edition of Bayonetta in the first half of October. First half of October in my Nintendo store. I hope it's good. So it also goes on to say now it's what Nintendo saying. We're now aiming to release a physical edition of Bayonetta at the first half of October, exclusively in my Nintendo store. Nintendo says on Friday, says, quote, please stay tuned for more information. We apologize for any inconveniences that will cause, quote unquote, unquote. So it says, with a digital version of Bayonetta launched Switch alongside with Bayonetta 2 in 2018. My god, that was so long ago. It's been 4.5 years since that year, man. We're about to go into 2023, literally less than 3 freaking months from now. It's October already. I didn't get to do a reaction review second, trying to get, not steer off track of the top of what's going to do for your attention. Still might be coming as just players going to do it for Brighteon and Odyssey instead. Says Nintendo of America hasn't announced any plans on the Switch delay to release of the physical version of Bayonetta. Says, quote, blaming the unforeseen logistical challenges, Nintendo has also recently delayed the Xenoblade Chronicles 3 Collector's Edition of the game's release. I didn't read this article before that, but that's going to be a low blow for freaking fans, man. So, overall thoughts, using opinions on all this. Yes, as an old school Bayonetta fan, I was such a hardcore fanboy of this dude. This from further reading says developed by Platinum Games, Bayonetta 3 will be released to Switch exclusively on October 28th. Nintendo recently published several minutes of Bayonetta gameplay showing the various locations and combat options they viewed the sequel 3 weeks ago. It was a while back. Yeah, so back to this overall thoughts using this. My god, dude. That freaking sucks, man, honestly. It hurts, but it's true, man. I don't know, it's because of all the shortages that are going around IRL. Honestly, if any of you guys listen to a lot of IRL news, whether it's fake BS, mainstream media, lamestream media news, like typical Fox, CNN, or the ones here in the United States that I know of, like ABC, CBS, NBC, CBS, and Fox News and all that, or CNN, HLN, and Fox Nation and shit, and a lot of old shitty boomer news like that. Some of it is IRL. Well, I'll be honest, I like them a little bit, not trying to get super political, because of fools like Ben Shapiro or Tucker Carlson and all that. They're fairly decent dudes. Expose a little bit of truth and exposés here and there, which is great. I swear to God, not in the whole Republican Democrat thing. I know they stay real hardcore Republican conservative Christian shit side. Shit, I don't agree with a lot of what they say. A little bit I'll agree with them, and not too much with Shapiro and Carlson. And you see the shortage, especially this freaking goddamn year. Besides just the toilet paper shit, the shit on a lot of the stuff that powers up our PCs, our computers, our laptops, tablets, our smartphones, probably even our AR, VR, virtual reality VR headsets and shit. A lot of that shit gets powered by those lithium freaking batteries. And that shit's a massive fucking shortage on a lot of that. And maybe it's a lot of the shortages for these chips. The ones that are made from China and Taiwan, and mainly that, Southeast Asia, and probably Korea, who knows. And a lot of these, sadly, effed up Chinese sweatshops that are out there. I've never been out there IRL, but I used to hear for years and years and years. Even when I was in middle school and high school, I used to hear that shit so much back in the day. I don't know if they truly exist or not. Maybe that's the reason why in Europe, they unfortunately got canceled the last up, because they maybe they had a chip shortage for a lot of the Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Switch OLED Bayonetta physical copy of the games. Maybe that's the reason why they unfortunately, sad as that fucking is, man, that might have been the reason why they decided to delay the freaking games at the last second. This is just my own perspective, my own personalized opinion on it, but that's what I feel. My personal case and my thoughts, views, and opinions and viewpoint on it. That's how I'm seeing it. So, obviously I'm not playing no freaking Ed Sheeran music. My God, I play that shit. My channel was literally shut down immediately. And I gotta be careful what I say about the stands and all that. Because hopefully none of that Ed Sheeran stands come after me or any of that stuff. Because I did a little background research on this for him. It sucks because some of the dude's music is good, but man, like this dude was saying 4 years ago, 2016, 2017, when this dude said this. He did say he might be a part of certain organizations and groups. You know, some people use it for entertainment, like certain gentlemen's clubs, like besides Knights Templar and all that shit. There's another one. I know there is another one. He uses that. I forgot what it was. That and a lot of the stuff is shout out to my girl 7 Grains of Salt too. She exposes the living crap out of so much of this occultism shit from Starver, Stanford, Yale, and Ed Sheeran, and I wouldn't be surprised if he's a part of that Masonic occult. Okay? The I word. Oh, Illuminati, and all that stuff, like, nah. And nowadays it's a joke, that thing, or NWO and all that shit. I'm trying to get my AJ Jones shit on, and Mark Dice and all that, but this fool and sure, he may or may not be a part of it. I don't know. I mean, I seen him with shit like Katy Perry and Bob Bunny. If any of you guys were in the old school YouTube from like 2010, 2012, 2013, when all that shit was going on, big time, when granted there was no evidence or receipts to know that they were a part of those evil Luciferian Baphomet occults. I'm not sure. Even nowadays, they do it with Billie Eilish and shit. I don't know. This is an inspired song. Yeah, it's Sheeran's new Pokemon song. Will inspire a new Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Obviously, I'm not playing none of his music at all. So, his Grammy Award winning singer claims to be a lifetime Pokemon fan. And look, he's 31 years old. He's only 2 years younger than I am. So, well, dude, he might actually be in our actual legit Pokemon fan. This is the thing, I get really, really super iffy and very super fucking suspicious and very skeptical as hell when it comes to a lot of these celebrities saying, oh, I like Pokemon, I like Dragon Ball Z. I look at their age group, maybe for Ed Sheeran that might be legit for him, because that means at that time when I was 7, 8 years old, and that means he was probably 5 years old playing freaking Pokemon Red, Blue, and Green at that time. I don't know. So, yeah, let's jump into it real quick. The song today, which received a music video featuring classic Pokemon like Pikachu, Charizard, Snorlax, and it showed a little bit, I think it was Slowpoke, Squirtle, and Bulbasaur, and Charmander, the original old school, super ancient old school ones, the ones I grew up with. Much of an old school boomerang on Pokemon. Will appear later in the game this year, although it's unknown what got to it. And he even did like the freaking ceremony real quick with Queen Lizzie, the one that just passed away like 2-3 weeks ago, last month. For all we know, that lady might have been DEAD, dead, deceased for a while. The Queen of the UK, which I can't say her name, so YouTube algorithms will jump on my ass and try to rip my throat open. I'm talking about virtually, not real life, thank God. So I can't say nothing bad about the Queen and King Charles and all those other do really do that fancy sophisticated motherfuckers like that, you know. So that British UK accent, I know it came out. No offense to any of my Brits, people in London, UK, Australian, because some of you guys kind of got similar accents, but let's continue on. And even Scottish Irish dudes too. Shout out to you guys are awesome. This may seem like a strange collaboration with some Grammy Award-winning musician, basically a long-time Pokemon fan. And also goes on to say, yeah, I'm not going to read this whole thing, probably just read it up to here at least. Head of the Pokemon World Championship and let me earn this. Oh, yeah, that's what's going on with the competitive TCG shit. I'm never hearing about that. I'm way the fuck out of the loop on that. Because I don't care for competitive Pokemon battle scenes. I just don't care about the main stories for Pokemon and TCG, and that's collecting TCG. Ed recorded the message for attendees. He's also publicly spoken about the past, about being stuck in a train station all night in his early years touring. And to pass the time, he played Pokemon Red on his Game Boy Color for 9 hours straight. And this is from the horse's mouth, the dude himself, Ed Sheeran. It's funny little ginger snapper dude. The little British trumpet. His quote, "I played the Pokemon since I was in primary school," the singer said in a statement. "Me and my brother used to have different versions of the games and would trade Pokemon together until we completed our Pokédex. I love the cards, but the games are what I lost myself in." Oh wow, I'm not surprised. It's quote, "I love the whole world that they created. It kept me distracted. If there was negative stuff happening in my IRL life, I'm not surprised, in school, that I wanted to avoid. I was in a world I could escape into, and I played it ever since. Even though I'm 31 now, I still own the Game Boy Color and play Pokemon Yellow and Silver on planes and trains when I'm on tour. It's such an honor to have this song into a Pokemon game and shoot nostalgia videos too." And then the last bit here. "Working with a superstar like Ed Sheeran has been a dream come true to us. It's been a dream come true for us at Pokemon. I guess Pokemon Company or Pokemon Studios or Game Freak Studios. At a Kenji Okabuko, president of Pokemon Company International. Yeah, so overall thoughts and opinions. Whether the dude's a literal, legit Pokemon fan, cool. I got no problems with him on that. I just hope all the evil, dark, dirty, evil Knights of Templar, occultic stuff, like I said, 7 grains of salt. Shout out to my mother freaking girl, 7 grains of salt too. She knows what's up. And other fools like R.B. did, and freaking a bunch of other fools, they used to expose a lot of this shit in the early 2010s at that time. And the boy KJ Osborne, Jacob Israel, all these other fools. They knew what was up. So, I'm not sure. Hopefully he is a legit fan, at least. I get skeptical sometimes, though. I'm not sure if I get a question of validity. He was a legit 100% hardcore Pokemon fan. And then that's it. That's all I say for now. Matter. Mix the switch box down below. Cartel on the side. I mean, he's good at the guitar. I'll give him that. Very, very good player on the guitar. And that's it. So, Ed Sheeran fans, please don't freaking jump at me and call me like that. I'm just saying. That's it. Matter. Deuces. Peace out, ladies and gentlemen, bro. Anyways, I'm going to go. As always, talking to you tomorrow. I will see you. I'll see you guys today, every night, wherever you live, out there. Stay tuned for the God. You know, the video game industry news, anime manga news, switch news, genre news, once in a while, internet news, once in a while, 3 or 4 times out of the month. With reaction review segment, of fraction. And then that's it. Today's a peace out, myself out, later, my see. This I don't take the, you know what, the JBS, gas, poisons, the freaking hydrogels, and the freaking micro shit, and black goo shit. I'm out of here. Deuces. Goodbye. See you soon. Stay safe. I'm gone. I'm out of here.